If it's not nice, I'll refund your bill to you times 10.
I like that. I like the. No, I like the I. I like the use of I. No we, but I. So thank you very much for saying that. I beg you.
Hard, so stress for the yard, but we still go day streets, we for find some meats.
Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the girls, all the boys, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, across, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Just a stay by plan with a fee and zoo. All the G's for our crowd, shall we there for you? If you also want react, then that be cool. Hashtag stay by plan, shall we there for you? All right. Welcome back to Stay by Plan, your favorite podcast, the best podcast
in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
Yes. We used to say in Ghana, we used to say in Africa, but we are lying to ourselves. It's really the world, yeah. I mean, come on. So yeah, as always, before we get into the conversation, before I get to you, Afi, and ask you how you're doing, let me just give the shout outs. So I went to the Go-To Fair and I met several people who listen to the podcast, and so I told them I'd give them a shout out. So first of all, Nanaya and Theodora, who were with the Macintosh stand. Very lovely people. Yeah, they do like it was a sustainability fair.
Right.
Nabila, who came on the podcast.
Right.
They were doing like recyclable stuff.
Right.
Using plastic to make new. It was really cool. So hello to you. Shout out to you guys. Asa, who's like an agricultural guru. Shout out to you as well. She came for our sip and paints last year. Yeah, and then Karen and Kimberly, who saw me from across the place and walked up to me, took some photos with me. So thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and for Vanessa, who took a lot of nice pictures of me. I'll put them on my Instagram.
Hey, wow, you're getting more famous each day.
Yeah, it would have been worse if you were there.
So please,
they were all asking of you.
Don't patronize me.
So yeah, Afi, how are you doing? You sound like a horse.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like a horse, like a male horse.
Husky. And hot.
What happened to your voice?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
What happened to your voice?
Okay, all I want to say is shout out to Mindy Season for poor decisions.
Hey.
We were outside and we'll be outside next week. And don't worry, this will make sense when you guys see it. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
I hope your voice will recover by then.
I hope so too. I was having way too much fun.
No, but what happened?
Oh, why?
Just like I just want like a brief.
Okay, so I went for like a beach party, bachelorette thing.
So someone's getting married.
Somebody's getting married.
Nice. I like that.
Someone that you were supposed to.
I was supposed to marry.
Look sharp. It's of it to overtake the overtaker. Now she's married.
Life happens.
So yeah, we were just like chilling. And of course, like when you put a lot of girls in a beach house, we will scream.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I lost my voice.
So was it like you just screamed once and you just said what's like that?
No, I was screaming constantly.
Oh,
I was just excited to be there, Zoo. Zoo, today is not about me.
It's not about you, yeah. We have somebody special in the studio.
Very special.
Yeah.
Very, very, very,
She's
my
fave.
She's my favorite person.
Yes, we have Fave, who, like I said, is my fave. So yeah, welcome to Stay by Plan.
Yes. Thank you.
Are you excited? Are you excited to be here?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, my first question to you.
Hey.
I have a lot of questions.
Are you asking how she is?
No,
how was your flight?
I'll get into that. This is like,
serious.
it's been on my head for a long time.
So like you have to get off your chest now.
Big Batty Girl. What's that? Is that you? Like you are the Big Batty Girl? Because you have a song, and in the song,
she says,
she says Big Batty Girl. Then the beat drops. And I'm like imagining like I just want to be there in the studio when she said it. And what happened after she said it? So tell me, Big Batty Girl, is that you first of all?
Yes, that's me.
Right. That's right.
It's actually Big Dirty Girl.
Oh, it sounds like Big Batty Girl though.
Yeah, and I don't mind Big Batty Girl. Like my batty is big.
Yeah, I think I prefer Big Batty Girl. Yeah.
Yeah, or anyone. I'm cool with both. To me, they mean the same thing.
Yeah. I like that. So welcome, Big Batty Girl.
Thank you.
Stay by Plan. So yeah, how are you doing?
How was your flight? The formalities.
Yeah.
I'm fine. My flight was okay. I mean, just an hour, so not bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to get off the flight. So now I'm in Ghana. Yeah.
What brings you to Ghana?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Man, you guys brought me to Ghana.
She said it. Cat out the
My
bag.
goodness.
We
My
flew her in.
goodness.
The budget was open.
It was open.
Yeah, I mean, you guys. And then I have music videos to shoot for the next single that's coming out.
Ooh.
Okay.
Really excited. Actually, it's 2 singles.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's
I
get
mean,
into that.
yeah.
Let's get into that right now. Like, tell me more about the music you're about to release. Why should we be excited? It's been almost a year.
Yeah,
You've
even.
been
Yeah.
starving us for a
So
year.
what's up? Why has it taken so long?
Well, they say good things take time.
Yes, sir.
That's smart. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, it definitely wasn't planned. I didn't start my year thinking, "Oh, I'm not gonna drop music this
Right.
year," And then the features happened. So I feel like the features happening definitely was like God just trying to make room for my fans and my listeners to have something to listen to, regardless of all the madness that has been going on that didn't let me drop, singles. So the features definitely have been warming the seat up. But now I have 2 singles coming out, and I'm pretty excited because these singles are gonna show different side of me. I feel like that's my aim. I aim to always show people that there's different sides to me, because when I go for sessions with producers, they're trying to box me in. They're like, okay, let me play this type of beats for you because of your songs that are currently out. But no, that's not me. That's just the songs that are out at the moment. So I feel like this is another opportunity for me to show people that I can do genres like this. So one of the singles is an R&B drill. Yes, I don't really think
Serious.
anyone would be expecting me to drill up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's drilling up.
And drilling up.
She's drilling up.
I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah.
Do you have any
I
features
do.
on these songs? The singles?
No, it's the singles.
Solos,
It's just
baby.
my
Just you.
voice.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to choke everyone.
I'm
Who
excited
they
for
breed?
that.
Who they breed?
Nobody.
I'm excited for that. And speaking about the features you did this year, I think obviously everybody is familiar with the Davido one by now.
Yeah.
And I saw a video where Davido was saying he reached out to you and that he wanted you on, like, he liked your sound and he wanted you on that song.
Yeah.
What was like when you got that call? Like, how were you feeling?
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
It's Davido.
I mean, I couldn't wait to tell everyone. Like, I have a record coming out with Davido pretty soon.
That's major. That's major.
So
Yeah.
did you have to sit on the news for a while? Or you put it in the group chat?
Oh, well, no, I definitely didn't sit on the news for my close people.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't sit on the news. But I mean, for the public and everything,
Yeah.
I let that one sit. Because I don't like to talk, I don't like to talk too much.
Yeah.
And then something happens, because people be changing their album songs daily.
That's so true. That's so true.
Imagine you telling everyone that, oh, I have a song coming out with Davido, and Davido ends up changing his entire album.
Mad.
Yeah, you
You'll
will
bring
be
a
able to explain
headline.
Yeah.
Fave lies about feature with Davido.
Pressure. Oh man, but yeah, I think that's a great song. That's one of my favorite songs from this year.
Thank
And I
you.
think even in Ghana, like a lot of people really like that song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it. And
Thank you.
I want to take even a step further back into your career. And I think what really announced you in this space, like in the Ghanaian space, was Baby Rhythm. As I'm sure you can imagine. It was all over TikTok. It was everywhere. Like, how was it for you when you realized that, I'm
Wait,
no
they
longer
are
just Fave here. Like, right now they know me across borders. Like, how was that feeling for you?
It felt awesome. I felt like, I don't know what I was expecting when Baby Rhythm dropped.
Right.
I know that what I got was definitely not what I was expecting. Like, a lot of things were happening, and they were happening fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it became the number 1 song in Uganda first, and then it became the number 1 song in Ghana. So it was like, okay, like, my song is chatting in different countries.
Yeah.
So that became very, very real for me. I felt like that was like my first, I don't know, should I say, contact with people outside of the country.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a turning point for me in my career.
And what has the change been like from just being regular Fave on the blog, doing her covers, to now being Fave, like Fave where everybody's using your songs on TikTok? You're just going outside to buy some suya and somebody's like, oh my God, it's Fave. Like, how has it been like? Has it been surreal? Or
Yeah,
you
I
knew it
mean,
was happening? Like,
yeah, it definitely knew it was gonna happen. I mean, that's the dream. That's the whole reason why I'm in this
yeah.
in the first place. So, I feel like the only thing that I haven't gotten used to is just the whole being popular. Yeah, because I'm a very, I don't know, say I'm a recluse. I'm somebody who likes to be incognito in certain places.
Like Zoo.
Yeah. I'm the
Really?
same, yeah.
So it's kind of frustrating for me when I'm somewhere and people already know who I am. Like, I'm just trying to be low key.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
trying to be low key. Yeah.
And it's
So I
like,
think I'm just trying to get used to that.
yeah, and when people tell you that, oh, I know who you are, like for the rest of the night, it's just like tripping. It's like, you're tripping, like, okay, so does this guy also know me? This guy also know me. Like, you start
Yeah,
thinking
you
about
have
yeah.
to check yourself all the
Yeah.
time.
I know what you mean,
Be
yeah.
so self-conscious. So I don't know if I'll ever get used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I try to disguise every time I go out, but these days people be walking up to me, they're like, this disguise is not working. I know you.
What's the hardest disguise? Like this when you wore it, you were like, nah, this one day I do, or like I really like covered myself.
Yeah.
I think when I dress like a full-on guy,
Right.
when you can't tell, like my hair is covered up, like maybe I'm on
The big
full-on
batty is
cap.
covered up.
You wouldn't even see the big batty because you need to think I'm a guy, like I'm a
Yeah.
full-on dude. So
Baggy.
baggy, full on, like
Yeah.
and shades. But you know what? People still recognize
catch
Yeah,
you.
they will.
Because it's the aura. Like
They will.
they just know it's you.
Even me, there was this one time when COVID started, I wore a hat, I wore sunglasses, and I wore a mask. And some guy
Hey,
came
the
up
guy
to
too
me.
is stubborn.
Like, this is my eyebrows. Like, what are you seeing? Like, how
Yeah,
do you know
you
it's me?
see, it could be your hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's just your mannerisms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be that
People
too.
picking
Yeah,
on this.
could be that too. That's
Yeah.
cool.
But like I want to move into fashion just because like you started talking about like dressing like a
Yeah.
guy. Today the fit is fire.
Yeah.
The fit is crazy. It's giving Y2K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's like your inspiration like when you're getting dressed? Like
Inspiration. Well, my number one tip will always be to be comfortable. I don't like to wear stuff that I'm not comfortable with.
right.
Real.
Because I would always be worrying about how I look. Meanwhile, I should be worrying about other things.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think if I'm to pick like my inspirations, like people inspirations, would definitely be from the style of 90s and 2000s.
I see it.
Yeah, I mean, people always say Aliyah, so probably
Yeah.
Aliyah, you know, some baggy Alicia Keys, very baggy, but you add the femme there too sometimes. Yeah, I'm all about that baggy lifestyle. Male clothing, like when I see male clothing on my Instagram, I always save more than when I see male clothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it like you? So basically, what it sounds like is like you have a style, like you know what you like, basically.
Yeah, I do know what I like, and I found out I don't know, probably people don't really expect you to know what you like.
Yeah.
Because when you do and you're assertive with that type of thing, it's almost like sometimes it rubs people off the wrong way because then it clashes with what they want for you. But at the end of the day, I'm like, this is my vision. Like, I have to stand on what I represent.
Yeah.
Or else I end up not representing anything.
True.
Real. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And so, that being said, how's it like working with stylists? Because you know when you have a
was just about to
stylist
say that.
for a shoot and they want you to wear this dress or this, and it's like it doesn't fit what I like or what I'm comfortable with. Like, do you clash with them sometimes?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Like I've worked with several stylists.
Yeah.
When I started working with stylists, I thought it would be easy. Like I thought if I just meet someone who's pretty good at their job, like of
Yeah.
styling and has a good sense of style,
That's it.
like we would just merge. But it doesn't work that way. I don't know if it's for every other artist, but for me, it's kind of like I've realized that it's one of my major, like I don't know, it's where I have the most issues
Right.
with, because it's like I feel like generally I might be wrong, but from my experiences, I feel like people are always trying to dress women in a certain way, and that's fine if the woman wants to be dressed that way. But what if I don't want to be dressed that way?
Yeah.
I don't want to go into details of how these days when you search online, when you want to online shop, the kind of clothes for women is like you have to want to look this certain
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
There's no versatility
Yeah.
anymore. So I feel like I'm always having that issue because I don't just like the regular girl. Like
Exactly.
I don't know. Female attires to me, they're like just an icing on the cake. They're not like the cake.
Actual cake.
Yeah, so getting someone who understands that it's quite hard, but
Yeah.
like I'm okay because I just started and I'm meeting new people every day, and I know that I'm going to meet like stylists that
Yeah.
our vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been doing music now for, it's actually like a few years now, like
Yeah.
mainstream. So I want to know about your creative process because, like you said, your songs are very, it's hard to put them in a box to me. I feel like you seem to be very versatile. You know, you touch on different types of genres and stuff when you're making music. So what's your creative process like? It's like you hear the song, let's say you hear a Beyonce song and she's doing like, let's say house. And you're like, like you know, you get the bug and it's like, I want to make a house song. Like how does it work for you?
Definitely. I think that's one of the ways.
Yeah.
Because music, I'm very particular about what I consume music wise.
Yeah.
Because I know that the things I listen to end up forming the things that I create
Yeah.
sonically. So I like personalized playlists. I don't really like listening to radio. I have to be honest, because people, I feel like they're putting specific things in front of you, and what if I want other things that I want to listen to? So like my creative process is more like I get inspirations from songs all over the world. Music from other people inspire me to create. So it could definitely be like you said, Beyonce on a house beat, and I'm like, you know what? You know, we could try something like this, because one of the singles that thank God you asked this question. One of the singles I have coming out, Controller, is the title. It's like the way the song was created. I sent the producer, Sazi is the producer. I sent her the link to Wizkid's Bad to Me, and I was like, "There's a way the beat starts." So I was like, I would love us to do a beat that starts this way, like as if the beat is seasoned, but it comes back and it's seasoned and it comes back, and that's exactly how Controller starts. Or in a different vibe. So definitely I pick up things like that.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yes, stay by plan. We always give you exclusives,
baby. Yeah, I love that. I'm excited to hear Controller. And yeah, I guess moving forward beyond your singles, are there any other plans that you have? Are you trying to drop an album? Are you trying to drop, like, what are you trying to drop? Talk to us.
Well, before my singles, there's a song coming out with Ajabo Hustlers and Dope Caesar. Dope Caesar is a DJ. Okay. Really, really dope. So it's like a collaboration between us three. Yeah, that's us four. So I'm pretty excited for that. That's it. That's a dancehall record, you know. I feel like I'm most excited for my dancehall side. Of all my sides. Like dancehall to me is like is king. An album, I don't know. I'm not saying that an album is coming anytime soon. I feel like I'm not ready to drop an album.
Yeah, you have to take your time, man. Honestly, And even speaking on the dancehall thing, I listened to your cover of Silence by Popcorn. I was like,
you know it's a cover, nice.
Yeah, she was. I mean, I like dancehall too. You know, like she was flowing on the beat. You know, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it was really nice. It took me a while to even realize that it was a cover. Yeah, I was like, okay, that's all. So yeah, I like that. I really like the versatility that you have.
Thank you.
And then even going back to the producers, the conversation about the producers, like, what would you say? How important would you say are producers in, you know, the role of a musician making music? Because often you guys are the face of the song, but there's so many people behind the scenes, you know, who are moving stuff, making things happen for you to, you know, make a banger. So talk to me about producers. And I also want to know your favorite producer that you've worked with. So yeah.
Hot.
Put them on the spot.
Oh yeah, okay. My favorite producers, I feel like this will be pretty easy. Dami, Sazi, Chris Beats, I love Elements. Nif Keys, yeah. I feel like those are my top 5. They understand me. I feel like most times when I have questions, because to me, I feel like my most important relationship probably in the whole music making process is with everyone else is probably my relationship with producers. Because we're creating the music together. Yeah, so we always need to have that back and forth. So producers are very important, very, very, very important. Because I say all the time that it is harder for an artist to make a very, very good song on a beat that's whack.
True.
True.
Yeah, so it's this symbiotic relationship. I have to give 100, you have to give 100 as a producer. But in the light of producers not really getting so much recognition, I feel like that definitely needs to change if it's not changing already. Because producer work is like hard work.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
respect the work so much because I started producing on my own even, and I'm like, I don't know anything about keys. I don't really know anything about musical notes or the rules behind music.
Yeah.
I'm just playing whatever, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
the level of, I don't know, musical knowledge you need to have to go into production is like crazy. So I respect producers a lot. Like, I have so much respect for them.
So, aside producers and like yourself, the musician, I think I saw a tweet where you were talking about how like being a musician is not that simple, right? Because there are like so many working parts. So, in your opinion, what are some of the other working parts that make like a musician aside the producer? What other things have made you
Especially the parts that people don't see.
like the people exactly?
Yeah.
Is it family? Is it friends? Is it
Family, friends, well, definitely the team is one of them. I feel like the team that an artist has definitely would
yeah?
determine how the artist would turn out or what the artist will be doing, because everyone needs to be in tune. There needs to be that
Yeah, synergy.
understanding, the synergy. We all need to know what we are gunning for and fighting for. Then money is definitely important.
Of course.
We cannot just not state the obvious, because
Yeah.
like it's already hard trying to put your craft out there and trying to convince people that your craft is good.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's the work. You're convincing people that, you know, you have to listen to my music for this reason. And by convincing them, you're using, I don't know, your talent and your great music to convince them. And you can only do that with money.
Yep.
Because how are people going to listen to you? Your songs can't reach anywhere really if there's no money that is pushing those songs. So definitely the investment side. Then there's the stylist side, because image is also very important for an artist. I feel like that side needs to be unlocked too, because you're connecting with people too, with the way you look and all of that. What else? I mean, there's probably more.
There's so much more.
But there's more. I mean, it's really, it's a lot. I feel like music now is, or maybe music since forever, is business.
Yeah, it's a business. Yeah.
But like, I am only in it for the craft. Let me put it that way, because like I feel like when I started music, if I had known that this was all it entailed, I feel like, I don't know, it would have definitely discouraged me. Not saying I wouldn't have started, but it would have definitely discouraged me. But I didn't think about all these things. I didn't even know that they were factors. I was more at an ignorant side. And that was very nice, because as Skepta would say, ignorance is bliss. That was a very nice time for me. But now my eyes are open, my eye don't hear, the industry. Now I know how it works in the industry. Now I know that music is like business. You have to put this to get this. You have to manage so many things. Meanwhile, I used to think it's just go to the studio, record, and put out great music.
Music is from my heart, guys.
It's a lot deeper than that. Yeah.
I mean, I respect the honesty, because it's even the same for us doing this podcast. We were just starting fun, but now the people are waiting for their episode. You can't tell them that I'm tired. We will come and record. So there's that balance. You have to find that balance. But in finding that balance, do you sometimes have a fear that you would lose yourself? Because for me, sometimes I fear that I will lose myself, because I don't know, sometimes you're not in the mood, but you have to be in the mood. So do you have a
You sound like my old French teacher.
Why? Because of my voice.
Oh my god.
The shame.
So we're actually being serious. We are recording an episode.
I'm sorry. Let's go.
I'm so sorry for my husky voice, guys, but as long as you can hear me,
sexy, please.
thank you.
Don't hate.
I'll do a Fave cover after this. You are rude.
But yeah, sorry, what was your question?
I'm Fave had the question. I don't even remember. Do you feel like you might lose yourself, because now it's no longer just about passion? There's the business part.
Definitely, there's thoughts of that. Yeah, I'm an overthinker, so I'm somebody who always thinking of the pros and cons, who is always thinking of the bad sides to everything. Like I'm always weighing everything, so it's really hard for me to even block out negative thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely there are times where I think I'll lose myself, especially when it comes to my style. I have to say all the time because I feel like my style is a big representation of me. And sometimes I always want to say, okay, you know what, maybe push back on what you like and manage, accommodate what other people want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
push on you. But then I ask myself that if I do that and I continue doing that, in the next how many years from now, when someone asks me like, oh, what's your style? Or what do you represent? What I say would not be a reflection of the things that you've seen me on
Yeah.
or my visual representation of before. So I'm like, I much rather would stand on what I feel like is me, so that I can defend that in the future, so that I don't have to like explain myself. Because I know when I started getting like a little fame here and there, I kind of just stopped using social media so much. I was always worried about what people would think. Like, oh, I want to put out this. What are they going to think about this? This selfie is probably not that great.
Yeah.
I mean, people expect people in my class
Yeah.
to put selfie with better quality and all of that.
Nice background and fancy
Exactly. Like
aesthetics.
people expect me to be somewhere. People expect this. People expect that. What are they going to say? But eventually, I started doubling back. That's why when I got my Twitter account back from a very terrible hacker who hacked my account, to not be well with you, I started doing things that I wanted to do more. I started tweeting a lot. I started posting pictures without thinking too much about, oh, is he going to do engagements? Or are people going to like this photo of me? And I feel like I'm better off now.
Yeah.
People are even saying, oh, who is this new Fave that we didn't realize that you are this type of person? I'm like, this has been me all along.
Yeah.
But I have been so trying to hide it. I've been telling myself that, oh, maybe 5 years from now, I'll show people who I truly am. When people are able, they've already loved me and they have no choice but to accept me. But
Yeah.
now I'm like, I might as well just show who I really am now.
Yeah.
And it's left for who wants to accept me, to accept me.
Yeah, that's for me. That's even very relatable because, like you said, when you start using social media in whatever capacity, you tend to want to show people a certain type, or you feel like you have to show people a certain type of life, you know. But it's like when you're genuine and you're being yourself, people even connect with you more,
Yeah.
More,
you know, because they
yeah.
feel like you're more relatable. So 100%, I see that and I can relate to that as well. But I want us to talk about Ghana. Like, is this your first time here?
My second time.
Your second time, okay. So before we get into like music, I want to talk about the Ghanaian music scene. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about food. Let's dip into food. I love food, so tell me like what okay, so far what's your favorite Ghanaian food throughout your 2 trips to Ghana?
Well, if I'm being honest, this second trip we haven't eaten.
You haven't eaten
We
Ghanaian
haven't
food?
eaten
yet.
Ghanaian food. We haven't
Okay.
eaten Ghanaian food yet. Like you guys, like it's up to you to suggest because we are very, very lost right now. We are looking for direction.
Stay by plan. We there for you.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
so
worry.
you need to tell us where the best spot in town is.
I think you
and
should
all
I think you
that.
should go to Buka tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's in Osu as well, so it's not. I don't think it's far from where you guys are staying. So, Buka
Buka,
has
okay.
like a lot of local Ghanaian foods and even have Nigerian food too. So if some of you guys in your team going, some one person's like, I'm not feeling very adventurous. I'll just.
No, we are adventurous.
Oh, then yeah, perfect place for
Little
you guys
power.
to go.
Nobody's eating egusi.
Yeah.
Nobody's eating
Yeah.
pounded yam.
Yeah.
You're in Ghana.
Nigerian food, we are not in Nigeria.
Because when you go back, you eat
No amala.
Yes.
And
No
begiri.
amala, no, none of that. None of that. We left that in Nigeria.
Yes, we are
right.
eating wache.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I think if you go there, you
yeah.
get like a lot of options. But you have to go a little. You have to go like by 1. You should be there because it's a hot spot.
So you're saying now that if I go to Buka,
Mm-hmm.
I should be 100% sure that the food is
Bro,
amazing.
it's-
That's like a good.
Endorsed by Stay by Plan.
Endorsed by
Really?
Stay by
Okay.
Plan.
If it's not nice,
Okay.
I'll refund your bill to you times 10.
I like
You heard
the
it
I like
here.
the I like the no wait, wait, I like the I like the use of I, no we, but I. So thank you very much for saying that. I beg you. So yeah, going into music. Are there any Ghanaian artists you have worked with or you're interested in working with?
Oh, definitely, Jackie. We have songs.
Oh, okay.
We have
I like
songs.
that.
They're unfinished songs, but we definitely have songs.
Yeah.
Black Sheriff, I don't know, man. Black Sheriff is me and him, we're just busy working on our own lanes now. But we talk. We definitely acknowledge each other. He's my G.
Yeah.
But I know that we're definitely going to be making music soon. I feel like we just haven't been in the same space at the same time for that to happen. But like, I'm a big fan of Black Sherif, and he's always very vocal about how much he loves my songs.
Ooh.
And he doesn't really need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that he does, like, Black Sherif is amazing. Those are my two, you know, my individuals.
I think he's amazing too. I love his music.
Yeah.
Are there any producers you're looking at working with?
Producers.
Yeah.
I may not know Ghanaian producers as Ghanaian producers, but I may know them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I'm definitely looking forward to recording in Canada.
Yeah, if you need any suggestions, we'll give you a list.
Yeah, please.
We'll give you a list so you can reach out to them.
Stay by plan.
You know,
Yes.
everything is sorted. Like we don't play out here. And then something I noticed that a lot of Ghanaians talk about. I don't know if it's the same in Nigeria, but people love to compare, or Ghanaians love to compare the Ghanaian music scene to the Nigerian music scene. Have you noticed that?
Of course.
It's a huge conversation.
A comparison is what we live by, or what people live by.
Yeah. But to me, I feel like it's very similar. I feel like people. It's one of those things. The grass is
Afrobeats.
greener.
Because of Afrobeats,
Yeah.
we're all doing Afrobeats.
No, but even like just how the system works. I think.
Oh yeah, true.
I think probably the Nigerian system works well if you have gotten to a certain level, you know. But at the same time, I feel like there's a case of the grass is greener on the other side. So, in your experience with the Nigerian, I don't know. I guess you haven't experienced the Ghanaian scene that much, but from what you've seen from Nigeria, like, how would you compare the two?
Because I'm very, very inside of the Nigerian music scene, I would say the hustle is there. Like, that's just the thing you really can't take away from Nigerians. The way we hustle is very different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's what I would pick as the only difference between the two music scenes. If Nigeria, it just seems like you just have to make it. You have to put your life savings, your
Do or
energy, it's do or die.
Actually
And
do or die.
we don't really have structure over there. I don't think there's much structure in Ghana as well.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
You just made my point for me, because people are always, the conversation is always about Nigeria,
Structure.
everything is settled. Like
no
once you start,
structure.
everything will fall into place. Why can't Ghana do this? And all the time, just like, I feel like Nigeria is so much similar to Ghana, but people just don't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think you guys have more of the hustling spirits, and maybe it's because you guys are a lot. Like it's like if I don't,
probably. I think
Yeah.
it's definitely the population,
Yeah.
because everyone be struggling
Yeah.
and fighting. It's like if you decide to just take a step back for a little while,
Go over you, crazy.
it's crazy,
You fall
yeah.
behind.
And then I think another thing I've noticed, at least with the Ghanaian scene, is that it seems like the women, me, how I look at it, I feel like they actually
It's why you
of,
laughing.
I think the women, let's say the underground scene, they support each other, 100%. Like
in
they
Ghana.
in Ghana, they support each other. Mainstream, I don't really see that much. But then again, in Ghana, not a lot of women. Nigeria, lots of women.
They have
kind of
much
make it
more
closer
like
to the top.
mainstream.
But Ghana is like, you can mention just a few people who really become successful. But when they get to that stage, it doesn't seem like they pull up the other people who are still trying to make it. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know how it's like for you and your experience.
In
Like,
Nigeria,
yeah.
I can't really comment on that, because I feel like my experience is very personal to me.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be everyone that would definitely, I don't know, should I say, pamper up to you.
Yeah.
But there'd be probably a select few.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I feel like with time, everyone eventually jumps on something good with time. So whether you're endorsed by someone who is way, way bigger or not, I don't feel like that's what anybody should really be looking for, because your own road is different. And if you have something, you're definitely going to shine, regardless of who is endorsing you or who isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel
So,
that.
what are some of the challenges you have faced in the journey?
I guess one would be having back and forth all the time. Like, I don't really think I'm a big fan of back and forth. I really like when synergy is the same, like when it is matched, like be it back and forth for music production or what song to release. or like, oh, I don't think we should do this song, let's do a different song. Or it could be just artistic direction of music video, or things like how you should look, or like if you should be at some certain places, you know, because I feel like I don't want to be somewhere I'm not wanted or I'm not valued. So usually it's hard to kind of explain that to people that, you know, I don't want to be here because I don't feel like you people really value me for what I'm worth. You know, I feel like if you don't see the value now, one day you definitely see it. So no need for me to like undersell myself and stuff like that. So that's definitely a challenge. Do I undersell or do I stay? Yeah.
Yeah. And then where do you live in Nigeria?
Lagos.
That's
Lakers.
where you go when you go to Nigeria, right? She goes to Nigeria
When I come to Lagos,
pretty often.
you guys should link me because I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, you said Omo. I was like, that's a Lagos thing.
She's always
I'm
she's
a
always
Lagos babe. My
She's
name
always
is
Lagos.
Ayomide now. It's like, I'm a
Oh,
Lagos babe.
period.
But you're not from Lagos, are you?
No, I'm not.
Are you Igbo?
I'm Igbo.
Do you know how I know?
How?
You look Igbo.
How? That's how one
She just looks it.
Is it
I
true?
think people say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you look
definitely.
Igbo,
Look Igbo.
So, did you grow up in Lagos?
Well, I was born in Lagos, but I didn't grow up in Lagos. I grew up in the south of Nigeria, like
Okay.
Akwa Ibom.
Oh, I've heard of that place. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I
Yeah.
grew up. My school is in the west, where Lagos is, so that's more like how I'm like getting to know a lot of Yoruba and speaking Yoruba in my songs,
Okay.
and gradually.
Yeah, that's what I was coming to.
Is
so-
Kilo Shelly Yoruba?
Kilo too fair.
The way you said it was so
Kilo
funny.
too fair. You wanted to say, oh, you wanted to actually say Kilo Shele.
Yes, that one.
Oh,
Yes.
it's it happened. You know I'm not Yoruba and I'm teaching Yoruba. Oh, one of my dream come true.
Right? So yeah, I know in Nigeria we have that in Ghana too, but I don't think it's as serious as Nigeria because of history, the Biafra war, all that type of stuff, like the tribal thing going on, especially between like East and West. Have you found it tricky as a musician, an Igbo musician living in Lagos? Is it tricky or is it just like it is what it is? Do you think the younger generation we are wise? We're not
It's
like
not that
other
deep
people.
for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
it's
we're
like
just
it's not
chill.
that deep for us. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I haven't really experienced anything to make me feel like, oh, maybe tribal this or tribal that, but I
Yeah.
know that it exists.
It's there for sure. Yeah.
It's definitely there in black and white,
Yeah.
but sometimes we can't really see through it. Sometimes we give other reasons for it, but it might
Yeah.
just be because the person is tribalistic
Yeah.
towards you. But I haven't had any experience that made me, like point out that, oh, this person was acting this way to me, or I didn't get this because I was Igbo or not Yoruba.
Yeah.
But it exists. It's
Yeah.
there.
I definitely saw it come out during your election when
Yeah.
what's his name? Peter was trying to win the presidency, and I was seeing people on Twitter like, I can't believe some people in Lagos are saying don't vote for him because of this, because of that. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's a
It's curious.
tribal war.
Yeah. And we have similar things in Ghana, so it was just very interesting to see. And I was seeing people surprised, like people in Nigeria were surprised, like, oh wow, like it's really
People still think this
like
way.
people still think this way, like, and it's the same thing with us. Like sometimes you see some tweets and you're like, I can't believe that you are close to my age and you think this way.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's really relatable. Yeah.
So she mentioned school.
Yeah.
You are doing law, or you were doing law.
Yeah, I'm studying.
Wow,
Hey.
that's amazing. How do you
What are you doing
balance?
Like, what are you doing?
He's not in session. He's not in session
Okay,
right
okay,
now.
okay.
My friend, guess I'm going to do your work. But like, yeah, how do you juggle the two?
I mean, to be honest, up until now, they don't really seem to clash. Like, I always find a way around it. I don't think I've really had any moments where it was like music or school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm juggling it. But I always say if there was a time I needed to pick, like, I feel like it's pretty clear which I would pick. Like,
Which one is that?
school is not really an option.
My parents will say blood of Jesus.
Stay in school, kids.
Nah, I feel that though. I feel that.
Yeah.
When you find your passion, like sometimes you're in the school and it's like, ugh. How long do you have left to finish?
1 year.
Oh yeah, finish out.
Come for your graduation.
Yeah, we'll be there.
So, bust out of there.
I'm excited for
But do you feel like the stuff you're learning in law school are helping you with your music and
My
like
music.
you look at the contracts and look at the inside and say, excuse me, this line is
Definitely.
giving your soul to the devil.
Giving sus.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's because I feel like the knowledge I'm gaining from law, I'm definitely implementing it. I see the signs and I ask questions all the time. So definitely.
And then in school, your lecturers like, you. Like, do they put... You don't know the answer. My baby bar, you don't know the answer.
No, hell no. Like I don't.
Or your
my
course mates.
lecturers don't recognize me. But there was one time when I was in my exam hall and I just went to like ask for like extra booklets or something, and the man looked at me. He was like, "Are you related to that girl?"
I am the one, sir.
Yo, are you related to her? The girl, I was like, what song? And he started singing the song. And I was like, no, I'm not related to her.
I mean,
She didn't lie. She's not related to where she is.
Even if he asked me if I was the one, I feel like my answer would have been no.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the attention. Let me put it. Because you can't really say how they're going to receive it.
Yeah.
Because I know that my lecturers for sure don't want you doing anything outside of schoolwork. Like, they don't have any joy. They're like, all you should do is stay in school, read your book, don't do any extracurricular nonsense. So if they know that I'm the person they're seeing on their TV, they're going to be looking for me in every class.
Yeah.
They want to know where I'm at. I just think that
And do you go for every class?
I do.
If she had said she was the one, you'd have taken a red pen and put it on her extra sheet and say, you there go.
I feel like they sent you to me. Who sent you? They tried to get me there.
I'm finished. No, but yeah, relatable. I mean, also, or at least relatable to me.
Zoo doesn't like school.
Yeah, when I was
Zoo
there,
doesn't like
I
school.
also wasn't
Zoo
very-
was missing classes.
Yeah.
And he says it with no shame.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of the gym. I used to skip class to go to the gym. I'm not interested in class right now. Let me go and carry some metals. Like, that's kind of my. So I understand you 100%. Don't worry.
Zoo say the weather is hot, so I can't go to class.
I go to
Like-
class.
And it's 7 a.m. How is the weather hot at 7
No, but
a.m.?
you see that the sun is coming. So by the time I'm leaving the class, I'll be sweating. So I have to just let me just stay inside. Yeah, that's how it was for me. So
Yeah.
um,
Family wise.
yes, perfect.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so everybody says Fave is from like a music family. So I did my checks and I saw that it was true. So my question is, how has the support been like from family, especially since it's more of like you are from a Christian background and now you're doing secular music? Are they okay with it? Or they're like, oh, we hope that you drop some 1 or 2 gospel for us every year? Like, what's the vibe?
There's the factor that the music is not Christian music, and then there's also the fact that you're even doing music at all.
How dare you?
Yeah, like, cause African parents don't really see music as something you can do for life or as a career. Like, my parents always say that it's a hobby. Yeah, they're like, this hobby thing,
Have they seen your Spotify?
Yeah.
Right?
This hobby thing, eventually you're going to drop it and all that. But I don't know, I feel like with time, like with each passing year, my parents are beginning to understand.
Is it because they're seeing money or?
I mean, they're seeing me,
Okay.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's not the money, but like your friends are talking about me. Like you're seeing things about me that like unsolicited.
Yeah.
So it's like you can already tell that, oh, my daughter has gotten to this certain place, and like, oh, this thing is not a hobby anymore. It's
Yeah.
like it's getting serious.
Yeah.
So they try to like ask me questions about my music business, people I'm working with now. Like, when are you traveling? Do you have a show here and there? But my mom still says it sometimes that like, I know you will start singing about God.
Oh, I love it.
And I'm like, I sing about everything, like my experiences, people's experiences. I want people to be able to relate.
Yeah.
So you never really know. I might just sing a Thanksgiving song because it's more like, I mean, God is in my life. I'm going to sing about him one way or another. It might not be a song that I want for people to sing in church as worship or praise, but definitely me acknowledging God in my songs is not far-fetched at all.
I think you should do it like strategically.
So my parents will be happy.
Yeah. And even just like the wider Christian community, like, she's one of us. And they'll be listening to the other stuff. No, that's how it works. Trust me.
Oh my God.
I know.
Because, Christians experience love.
Yeah.
I sing about love. Like, that's like my, I don't know, I've no idea I was born to sing about love. I just feel like maybe because I've gone through some love experiences and from watching my parents pick up, and I watch movies a lot too. So the kind of things I see, I just feel like love is that one theme that is so broad.
Yeah.
You could be singing about it all day because it's very complex. Like, I don't think any one person really understands that concept of love.
Yeah, but you sing about it really well. And
Thank you.
it sounds like you have quite a bit of experience. So
Yes,
I ask you, are you single? I'm asking for someone.
You're asking for yourself.
Someone wants you to be their fave, so I'm asking for someone.
This
I
question.
don't like answering this question.
It was deep.
It was very deep.
Yeah, there was something inside.
Very deep.
I like it just being unknown. My status
That's real,
unknown.
that's real.
Ask him if he's single.
So,
Are you single?
oh, don't worry.
Unknown.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry
What
about that
status
part.
is don't worry.
Like, it just means it's not that important. You understand? But yeah, like when we listen to, for example, Baby Rhythm, it's like, yo, this girl is in love.
Oh my God.
Like, yo, this girl is in love. Like, well, okay, at least at the time you made the song, was it like from your heart?
Disclaimer, like, it's not about anybody.
Yeah.
No, like, zero. I could be in so much pain and still write a love song, and you would think I'm in love with someone. That's just really
But you
how
could
it
be
goes
writing
for
about
me.
memories.
Yeah, or something she's seen.
Yeah,
Something
it
she's
could-
seen,
or other
yeah.
people's
It
stories. Right?
could be other people's stories. It could
Okay.
also be a memory of mine, but it never really starts out like that. Until the end of the song, it never really feels that way. But some of the lines definitely are relatable to me.
Yeah.
I really, really try not to make my songs about anybody. So that if that thing doesn't last or you don't know where it's going to be
I
going,
think-
I
I
don't
think
want
you
the
should write
song to
about me.
always remind me about.
I think you write about me though. Just saying.
Oh my
Just
God.
So she's a lawyer. She'll be serving you very soon.
That's fine. I would like to be saved, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, back to your music. Are you unsigned? Are you with the label? What's your situation?
My situation. I'm married, guys. Like, I'm taking off the market.
By a label?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank God.
That's a man.
That's the question you asked. Focus.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. Tell us more about this label. It's a label, guys. It's not a man. It's a label. Tell us more.
Well, it's a new thing.
Okay.
So like we're still getting introduced to everybody, getting introduced to the team, starting things out. So like that's why it's time for us to put out singles because now we have a bigger team that we're working with, and I'm really excited because this is the first time I'll be working with a big team on this scale.
Yeah.
Because my deal with Empire was not like a signed deal; it was more like a collaboration for a certain number of years. So this time around, I'm really, really excited because, like I said, money is the cocoa. I say all the time. So if people are going to put down resources for me and my music, it's a guaranteed success in my opinion because my music is amazing and I can't really wait for my music to get out there.
It is. I 100% endorse that.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I wasn't going to ask, but let me ask you because I was speaking to somebody a couple of days ago. And why is she laughing? What's
Hey,
funny?
What's the question?
Look, Zoo's questions are his questions, and my questions are my questions. That's
have
all.
nothing to do with
I was just speaking to her. I was speaking to some my guy.
Okay.
And he was so like we were having a conversation. He was like, "Oh, how's the podcast going?" I was like, "Yeah, it's cool. We're supposed to record Fave soon." He said, "Oh yeah, that girl, bro, you have to add her music to your sex playlist." I was like, "Excuse me, what? Why?" He's like, "Yeah, bro, it hits. So I want to ask you: Is your music? No,
It's my music.
is your music on
So
your
you don't even
playlist?
oriented.
No, but is it on your playlist?
Oh no! Come on.
That would be so weird, bro. Bro, that would be the way. Oh my goodness.
It would be so awkward. You know, when Megan was asked this question, I think her answer was silence is the best music.
That's real. That's real.
I don't know, my songs can't be because I would just be thinking about me
Yeah.
and what I could have done during the songwriting process.
She said she's an overthinker.
She did,
I might
yeah,
start
she did say.
harmonizing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
no, can't do that.
But-
But if people are adding my songs to their
Yeah.
sex days, that's crazy. What song?
I don't
Zoo,
know.
what song?
I don't know.
Zoo.
I have no idea.
Wonderful love.
I mean, with the rhythm, yeah. So yeah, maybe some people's because someone told me that like
This your someone is very sketchy.
some guy, yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Though, shout out to you.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. So yeah. Afi, do you have any more questions?
Let's just talk about Ghana some more, like why she's here, the new single, what we should expect from you. Like, we're just happy.
When is it dropping? When is the next single dropping? If you don't mind telling us.
Is this month?
October.
Yep.
Okay.
October is the month that the 2 singles are dropping.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm excited. Are you dropping any music videos this month as well, or like
Yeah, definitely. You know, I told you we're in Ghana to
shoot?
a
Oh, so it'll be
music
ready.
video.
The video will be ready by the time you're ready.
Yeah.
Your team is working fast. I like
The
it.
dream team.
Yes.
And why Ghana?
Why Ghana?
Why not Niger?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, no hates.
A disclaimer.
No hates for my country and all, but sometimes it's just good to get out. Like, I feel like you being in a place for so long can be very suffocating. Being somewhere new, regardless of how close it is, because Ghana is really close to Nigeria.
close.
Regardless of how close it is room for more creative processes. Like, you get to have new ideas, new inspirations. It's just a breath of fresh air. And also, the director for the music video is Ghanian 6. I don't know if you know 6.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
shout out
Friend
to
of the
Six.
podcast. Friend of the podcast.
Oh yeah, she's
Friend of the
amazing.
podcast.
So I'm like, you know what? You're in Ghana. Let's do it in Ghana.
Oh, I love that.
So have you guys already-
Free,
sorry.
I'll pass by.
It pass by.
Shoot.
Yeah, like
He wants to
honestly,
be in the video. He wants to be in the video.
Yes, please.
She said yes.
Yes.
I'll ask for you.
Always,
Free, I'll
I will
pass,
always
yeah.
welcome an unpaid cast.
I'm dead. In that case,
What? You want to send your bill now? It's too late for
I
that.
have an invoice. It's ready, so I'll send it to you.
Have you guys already like started looking at like locations already?
Yeah, no,
Ooh.
definitely. I feel like all that's left to do now is for us to shoot. We've already gone through like all the rigorous processes of ideas and ideas upon ideas, fountain of ideas, and we've come down to some selections. Yeah.
Love it.
That's beautiful. I'm really glad that you're working with Six. Like she's
Six
very
is a legend.
creative. Yeah.
True.
I
And
love
she's
it,
really,
love it.
like she's the first female director I'll be working with.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
On my
amazing.
own music
your-
video,
okay.
because I know I worked with Kemi Adetiba on Simi's
okay.
music video for
okay.
Loyal. But this one, like, because
It's
I
yours.
feel like I've always aged to work with like
Yeah.
more females, because
yeah.
the way they see their fellow woman is very different from the way a guy would see.
True.
Yeah.
True. Okay. So yeah, it's been a very fruitful conversation.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot. You know, I feel a lot more connected to you after speaking to you.
What?
Speaking to you, you know, it felt like one-on-one almost. I could hear like some deep voice somewhere.
Deep husky voice in the
Deep
corner.
voice in the corner, but it wasn't really like coming in the way of our
Oh,
conversation. so-
don't take that from him.
Look, this guy is.
Yo, if I tell you what she does to me,
I'm
let me know if you get to it. They know. The people know. People who watch the podcast, they know. So yeah, something we like to do. We haven't done it for a while, but you know, we're getting back to it. So, is there a song that you've been feeling that you want people to listen to when they watch this episode?
A song I want him to listen to.
Yeah, it could be yours. It could be anybody's song. Like a song that you've been feeling that you've been listening to recently.
I'm going to put on Myself.
Of course, why
sing
not?
it, sing it, sing it.
Because I mean, like, it's I don't know. I feel I should always use the opportunity to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
put myself out there. I'm
Yeah.
not going to endorse any other person but myself. So I have a song with Sounds. It's called Fever.
Okay.
Yeah. So he featured me on the song, and my verse is more very raga raga. So If you haven't listened to the song, please
I
go
think
listen
you should
to
drop
it.
like one line for us.
Criminal, how you walk into my life?
Mm.
You give me signal, my brain you occupied. Baby, I'ma be amateur, but I know all the lines. Take me to church, let me just say my vows.
And I got goosebumps.
I like that last line though. I like it. So yeah, and then is there anyone you'd love to hear on Stay by Plan? I'm sure you've had a great time on this podcast.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you'd love to see and hear with us?
Well, you guys should definitely, have King Maddie come over. You know King Maddie?
I don't know who that is.
I'm trying to sing her song now, and it's flying out of my head. They avoid this if you niche, make I day my own, make you say day own. You guys don't know this song. You know what? I put you on to King Maddie today.
Put us on, King Maddie.
She's amazing. I feel like for this type of talk on top type thing, she's really dope.
Is she Nigerian as well?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, that's
and
cool.
she's pretty young.
Yeah.
But she's killing it. She sounds way older.
That's good.
I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thank you very much.
Do you have a question for us?
Yeah, do you have a question for us? Yeah.
I already asked you guys my question. Like the food. Where we could get like the best.
Yeah, just
food.
let us know.
Say
Let us
Buka.
know. Yeah, let us know how Buka goes. You know.
What of nighttime spots? Like where can we
Zoo is
go
the best person
so
to
I
answer
can
that
use
question.
my voice.
I'm not the best person to answer the question.
Why?
Me, I cook my food. So I don't know what she's saying. But yeah, it really depends on what you want.
Like what for food?
Nightlife.
No, she means nightlife, not food in the night.
Oh, not food at night.
Nightlife
Oh.
in Ghana. Like where is
My
it
bad.
happening?
Zoo.
Then
answer.
then you are definitely
What do you mean by I'm definitely?
you're
Hello.
a creature of the night.
I mean, what?
A creature of the night.
You've been caught.
But yeah, I mean,
It depends on the vibe, first of all. Are you trying to do like
it's like
a club
thing,
or like a chill bar or like a bit of both?
Are you going with the
Definitely
whole
love to
squad?
definitely love to see the club scene.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's different from what we have in Lagos. So like definitely
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to experience the club scene.
So one thing I can say is Ghanaians love open air bars. Yeah, so I would say 2 of my favorites or 3 of my favorites are Bloom Bar, Front Back, Garage. So if you go on the right nights, you know, because each of them kind of have like the night that is popping for them.
Popping.
Yeah, so how long are you going? When are you leaving?
We're here for a week.
A week, okay, so Friday?
Friday.
I mean, everywhere's popping on Fridays. So,
Fridays, yeah, Saturdays as well.
yeah, weekends, yeah.
Some Wednesdays.
Yeah, some
Okay.
Wednesdays as well, yeah. So definitely check out one of those 3. I think you have a great time.
Right.
Yeah.
I've written it down.
Yeah,
Don't worry, we're there for
We
you.
even send it to you. Like,
Okay.
Stay back, come on. Come on.
So this is the password. You say, give me your number. And that's-
Oh no, don't worry. She'll
Can't
go
laugh.
home and she'll
Can't
get the iMessage. And she'll be like, oh my god, how'd you get my number? Yeah.
Creepy.
But
Okay,
yeah, so
guys.
just to wrap up, thank you so much for joining us on Stay Up Plan. I had a great time.
I also had a great time.
Thank
Do
you
you
for
have
having me.
anything to say to the fans before we go?
Yeah.
Well, signing out. Your big dirty girl, your big batty girl.
Big batty girl.
Signing out here in Ghana,
Yeah.
Wait, sit, locked and loaded for the new singles that are coming out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to share them with you guys.
Yeah, we're ready. Right.
Thank you guys. Bye.
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 This episode of Stay by Plan was hosted by Afi and Zoo. Production by Afi, Zoo, Senna, and Nikita. Episode was edited and produced by Zoo. Sound design by Senna. Photography and videos by Ellis Etonam and Nams. Motion graphics by Eugene, and the intro song is by Lil Kwaw.